Trust?
Trust.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for 2025's biggest video game releases that we can't wait to play.
And now, every Ronin here is after you.
Number 10, Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater.
It'll be our friend, the American defector.
Finally, Konami has started to get on the remake train. This began with Silent Hill 2 in 2024, which defied expectations to be one of the year's best releases and is set to continue with a remake of Metal Gear Solid 3. It's been years since we've had a mainline Metal Gear game, thanks to Konami parting ways with Hideo Kojima, to put it lightly. But with a beloved template to work from, we're sure that Delta will prove to be massively popular. If you didn't play the original, this one follows Naked Snake as he's sent deep into Soviet territory to extract a valuable rocket scientist and, of course, eliminate the latest Metal Gear that the USSR has built.
Are we taking him with us?
No, this one is still just a child.
Number 9, Death Stranding 2 on the beach.
Hey, brother. Did you miss me?
While Konami is trying to capitalize on Kojima's enduring popularity, Kojima himself is releasing the sequel to 2019's Death Stranding in 2025 too. Subtitled On the Beach, Norman Reedus will return as Sam Porter Bridges, and the game will supposedly examine the pandemic according to Kojima. We're sure that it'll be even weirder than the original game now that we've already been introduced to the bizarre world of BTs, BBs, and Monster Energy Drink, and the 9-minute trailer did not disappoint. It was extremely strange in ways only Kojima can dream of, featuring robot dogs, a guitar gun, and a talking Guillermo del Toro puppet so far.
Sam the man in the dark about everything.
Number 8, Clair Obscur Expedition 33.
Their memories. Their dreams. Their love for each other.
Heading to all major platforms sometime next year is this turn-based RPG from Sandfall Interactive, a new and unproven studio hoping to make its name with this ambitious title. The RPG is set in Belle Epoque, France, and follows a group of would-be heroes as they try to take down a goddess, the Paintress, who annually wipes out everyone of a certain age from existence. One day, she'll reach zero and everyone will be dead. Though it's turn-based, the combat also features dodge and parry mechanics, making it look to us like if From Software decided to make a turn-based RPG. That bodes very well indeed, and we can't wait to see exactly how the game turns out.
Damn, Maya, what was that?
It felt familiar somehow.
Number 7, Fable.
Okay. Let's do it.
A reboot of the beloved Fable franchise is slated to drop on PC and Xbox in 2025, and yes, it'll be landing on Game Pass day one. Fable is another once huge Xbox IP that has been left to languish for years, and we're very excited to finally get our hands on a new one. Developed by Playground and running on its proprietary Forza Tech engine, we're sure of one thing. The game will look phenomenal with best-in-a-generation graphics. We don't know about the plot, but we have seen and heard a lot of popular British comedians in the trailers. It's been in development for at least 7 years though, and was announced in 2020. Will it be the reboot Fable deserves? We hope so.
Humphrey. She's back.
Number 6, Doom: The Dark Ages. It will have been 5 long years since the launch of Doom Eternal at the beginning of the pandemic, and id Software is finally back to give us another installment of top-tier FPS gameplay. While Doom Eternal moved the story along and brought things down to earth, The Dark Ages is a prequel following the Doomslayer's rise to demon slaying, hell-defeating glory. The Dark Ages won't be confined to PC and Xbox, and will be landing on PS5 too. It's also going to lean into more fantasy elements with a pseudo-medieval setting, in contrast with the higher-level sci-fi of the other games, hence the name. Number 5, Avowed.
People don't like you very much, do they?
Finally, it's time for a game with a concrete release date, February 18th. Avowed is the next game from Obsidian and is a first-person ARPG set in the universe of Pillars of Eternity. Considering The Elder Scrolls 6 is probably still a decade away at this point, Avowed is the next best thing, and could potentially be an Elder Scrolls killer if Obsidian's glowing track record is anything to go by. It was originally slated to release in late 2024, but was delayed to avoid competing with other big games, only for many of those games to be delayed too. But Avowed will be a great way to introduce new players to the rich lore of Pillars of Eternity.
He is wrong.
Number 4, Monster Hunter Wilds.
They're starting without us! Just look at that firebrand go.
Always a popular series, Monster Hunter is returning in 2025. This time, it's going to be launching across PC, Xbox, and PS5 first, as opposed to Rise's Nintendo Switch launch. Dropping on February 28th, we're sure it'll prove to be a big hit from Capcom. It's going to be yet another visual masterpiece from the series, sure to push the limits of what the current console generation can do. Recent trailers have shown off one of the most bizarre monsters the franchise has yet produced, the Black Flame, a giant octopus-like creature that breathes fire and is covered with oil.
My word. Is this a Lollabarina Floret?
Number 3. Metroid Prime 4 Beyond. Is the wait finally over? Metroid Prime 3 released all the way back in 2007, and after restarting development, it looks like Metroid Prime 4 is finally going to drop on Switch in 2025. It's yet another game with no concrete release date, but Nintendo has given it a year, which must mean the company is confident enough that it'll come out within 12 months. It's also still announced for the Nintendo Switch, which could suggest it'll come out earlier in the year before the Switch 2. But unlike some other big Nintendo games slated for next year, we have seen gameplay and it looks fantastic even on a 7-year-old console. Number 2. Ghost of Yotei.
But you are hunting.
Coming 5 years after the release of Ghost of Tsushima, Sucker Punch's follow-up is sure to be a system seller for the PS5 Pro. Yotei will be moving the series to the 17th century and the northern island of Hokkaido, and it'll follow a character called Atsu as she takes on the mantle of the ghost, following in Jin Sakai's footsteps. We're extremely excited to get to go to Hokkaido in an open-world game like this, and though Tsushima is a tough act to follow, Yotei so far looks extremely promising. It has no release date, but we'd be surprised to see a delay out of 2025. The original game came out in summer, so perhaps Yotei will be another mid-year release. Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions. Pokémon Legends ZA. The follow-up to Pokémon Legends Arceus is dropping on Switch next year. Sid Meier's Civilization 7. We'll be taking over the world all over again on February 11th.
Study the past if you would define the future.
Judas. Ken Levine's next BioShock-like is slated to release by March at the latest.
Nothing. You are the frog in a pot, boiling so slowly. You don't even know what's happening.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure to go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Grand Theft Auto 6.
Lucia, do you know why you're here?
Bad luck, I guess.
Even though it will have been 12 years since the last GTA game, it's still hard to believe that GTA 6 might finally be landing on consoles in 2025, though we wouldn't be surprised to see it hit with a delay. The long development period is believed to be thanks to Rockstar taking the bold step to try and eliminate crunch from its studios after the 2018 scandal ahead of Red Dead 2's launch. We're going back to Vice City and the state of Leonida, in what's sure to be a sprawling, highly detailed map. We'd be surprised to hear of a single gamer out there who isn't planning to play GTA 6 as soon as humanly possible.
Well, look who's back.
Let us know which games are already on your wish list.
Don't ask me. We've never met face to face. They value their privacy.
Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from WatchMojo and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.